For the final verdict in this case, I feel relief.
The gunman in the Tree of Life synagogue shooting was sentenced to death. I'm Jeff Pierre, and this is The 7 from The Washington Post. It's Thursday, August 3rd. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. Donald Trump is expected in federal court this afternoon. The former president is set to appear in person at a Washington, D.C. courthouse at 4 p.m. Eastern. It'll be his first appearance on his latest indictment, which was revealed Tuesday. Trump is facing 4 charges for allegedly plotting to overturn his 2020 election loss. He may be asked to enter a plea, and a judge will set release conditions. This case may hinge on whether Trump knew his false claims about winning the election were lies. But don't expect an outcome anytime soon. It could take months or even years for a verdict or plea deal to be reached. Number 2. The gunman who killed 11 people in a Pittsburgh synagogue was sentenced to death. Robert Bowers was convicted in June for the 2018 massacre at the Tree of Life synagogue. He was sentenced by a federal jury yesterday. Survivors and family members of the victims expressed relief that the trial was over. Rabbi Jeffrey Myers of the Tree of Life synagogue spoke about what Bowers' sentencing means for the Jewish community.
Today we received an immense embrace from the halls of justice around all of us to say that our government does not condone anti-Semitism in its most vile form that we've witnessed, and that we are embraced by a system that has supported, nurtured us, and upheld us, and made the point very clear. We have the right to practice our Judaism, and no one will ever take that right away from us.
The sentencing hearing takes place today, where survivors and family members of the victims will be able to make further statements. Number 3. Justin Trudeau and his wife, Sophie Gregoire Trudeau, are separating. The Canadian Prime Minister and his wife made the announcement on social media yesterday. They said the decision came after many meaningful and difficult conversations. The Trudeaus were a political power couple, and the relationship drew an unusual level of international media attention. They have 3 children and have been married for 18 years. They'll be taking a family vacation next week and ask for respect for their privacy. Number 4. Gas prices have hit their highest level so far this year. The average price for a gallon of regular grade gas in the U.S. reached $3.82 today. That's according to data from AAA. The rise is partly due to heat waves. A lot of the country's refineries are in parts of Texas and Louisiana, where the average daily maximum temperature in July was at least 95 degrees. Refineries aren't designed to operate in extreme heat, so companies have been scaling back production. The rising cost of crude oil has also had an impact. Number 5. AI can read mammograms as well as radiologists. A trial of women in Sweden found that human-assisted AI detected 20% more cases of breast cancer in mammogram results than 2 experienced radiologists. The AI technology wouldn't replace radiologist screenings, but could cut their workload in half. This could speed up patient waiting times and allow radiologists to focus on more advanced diagnostic work. And we should say that this is an important discovery. The average woman in the U.S. has a 13% chance of developing breast cancer in her lifetime, and breast cancer is increasingly treatable when it's caught early. Number 6. Nose picking is linked to a higher risk of COVID. A study published yesterday showed that health workers in the Netherlands who reported habitual nose picking contracted the coronavirus at higher rates. Researchers didn't prove that nose pickers are more likely to get COVID, but they found an association. And that's not really surprising. The dark, moist nooks and crannies of the nasal cavities are an ideal home for the coronavirus. and the nose is one of the main routes for bacteria and viruses to enter the body. It didn't seem to make a difference in the study how often health workers reported picking their nose. And other factors may have also played a role, like how careful the workers were about wearing masks and washing their hands. The researchers didn't find an association between nail biting and greater risk, but did find that wearing glasses may have had a small protective effect. And at number 7, the blue whale may not actually be Earth's biggest animal ever. Fossils of an extinct whale were recently discovered in Peru. The ancient leviathan is called P. colossus, and it's challenging the blue whale for the title of heaviest animal ever to exist. The blue whale, which is still swimming in our oceans, weighs up to 190 metric tons. P. colossus, though, is estimated to have weighed anywhere between 85 and 340 tons. But some scientists say more fossils are needed before it can be named heavyweight champion of the animal kingdom. The discovery is making scientists rethink their ideas about how animals are able to grow to gigantic sizes. You're all caught up for today. If you're looking for a deep dive on today's top story, check out our afternoon podcast Post Reports. On yesterday's episode, reporter Devlin Barrett broke down Donald Trump's third indictment on the eve of the former president's court appearance. Look for Post Reports wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Jeff Pierre, and I will meet you back here tomorrow.